Hey everybody, Mr. Reedy here behind the camera, Miss Ferdinand out there in front of you. She's going to be our demonstrator today. We're going to do a few flexibility tests. And the first one we're going to start with is for our hamstrings. I want you to follow along with what I'm saying as you follow Miss Ferdinand do the same thing. So the first thing you need to do is lie on your back with legs straight out. Now what you're going to do is lift one leg up into the air. Then you can see how far you can reach up your leg while keeping your back and head on the floor. It's best if you're at least able to touch your shins. And then you want to try and work towards your toe. Now you're supposed to hold that for around 30 seconds. Try to keep that leg down, opposite leg down on the ground. If you can't do so, that's okay. Just hold that. And then you switch your leg after that 30 seconds, and then try on the other side. We're testing our flexibility. And if you do these simple exercises every day, you will improve your flexibility, which helps you keep you safe. That is for your hamstrings. Good job, Ms. Ferdinand. We are going to move into our next test for flexibility, and this is for our hip rotators. It's the inner part of your hip. So what you're going to do is you're going to start by lying on your back, and then your left foot on the ground, your right ankle is going to gently rest on top of your left knee. Now you're going to bring that left leg up off the ground and try and reach your hamstring. That's the back of your leg. Or your shin, which is the front of your leg, and bring it closer to your chest. You're going to start feeling tension on the outside of your right hip. Now, the closer you can get that the bent foot closer to you, the one that's close to you, the more flexible you are. And you hold that for about 30 seconds. And then you're going to switch your leg and do the opposite after 30 seconds. Normally, this is for demonstration purposes. This is for hip rotators. Hold that there. You may start to shake a little bit, but that's okay. Flexibility is important. You don't want to push it to the point where it's hurt. It should be slightly uncomfortable. Great job, Ms. Ferdinand. The third part of our flexibility test is for our outer hips and spine. We're going to once again lie on our back, and we're going to bring both knees into our chest. You're going to try and keep your upper body flat on the ground. So it's going to help if you stretch out both arms off to the side. Ms. Ferdinand, put both arms off to the side. And what you're going to do is you're going to keep those knees as close to your chest. And you're going to slowly rotate your knees, both of them, to one side. And get as close to the ground as you possibly can. Now, your goal is to be able to reach the same distance to the ground on both sides. Now, if you can't do that, that means there's an imbalance. That means you're tighter on one side than the other. Hold each side for about 30 seconds, and then you switch over to the other one. These are flexibility tests for your outer hips and spine. Great job, Ms. Ferdinand. Flexibility test number 4 involves our spine and neck. We're actually going to stay in a seated cross-legged position, and your job is to rotate to one side. That means twist at the spine and look behind you as far as you can see. You should be able to see 180 degrees. That's half of a circle. Now, if you can't, that's okay. You might be a little less than you thought, but that could be tension in your neck. You hold each one for about 30 seconds, then you release back to the other side. This is flexibility for your spine and neck. The final part of our flexibility testing is for our shoulders. Now, we're going to be standing up on our feet with our feet together and our arms down by our sides. We're going to bring both hands behind our back and try and grab the opposite forearm. Now, Ms. Ferdinand does a very easy job with that. So you should be able to at least reach your mid forearm. And if you can touch your elbows, that's ideal. So think about broadening your chest as you perform the stretch, or pushing your chest forward while keeping your abs tight, posture tall. So you're going to hold that for 30 seconds. And we are going to then relax, and then you do that again for another 30 seconds. This is for your shoulders flexibility. Great job, Ms. Ferdinand.